the professional laptop space is once again on the verge of transformation. Apple is reportedly nearing the release of its next flagship computing device, the M5 MacBook Pro, and if the early signs are accurate, it could represent Apple's most refined performance machine to date. While the exterior is expected to remain mostly unchanged, the internal overhaul is set to position the M5 MacBook Pro as the benchmark for high-performance, energy-efficient mobile computing. At this point, it's clear Apple isn't chasing headlines with flashy redesigns or gimmicks. Instead, the focus is now on pure engineered refinement. The upcoming M5 MacBook Pro represents this vision. Subtle, professional, clean on the outside, yet fiercely upgraded where it matters. And while some may dismiss it as just another update, under the hood, it's shaping up to be Apple's biggest leap in performance since the original M1 revolution. Let's start at the core. The M5 chip. Apple Silicon has been the cornerstone of Apple's recent hardware dominance, and with the M5, the company is reportedly moving to TSMC's 3nm fabrication process. This move enables even greater transistor density, meaning more power and lower energy consumption. According to industry insiders, the M5 will deliver approximately 25% faster performance than the M4 while drawing even less power. For users handling video production, software compiling, real-time simulation, or AI development, this could be transformative. In combination with Metal 4 and Apple's ever-improving suite of creative tools, this GPU leap could further lock in Apple's dominance in the creative industry. Developers using Unreal Engine or Unity, as well as professionals in VFX and digital media, may finally find the MacBook Pro to be a no-compromise solution. Then there's Apple's growing commitment to artificial intelligence. With the M5 chip, the neural engine is expected to be around 50% faster than that in the M4, enabling smoother on-device AI workflows. As Apple deepens its investment in Apple Intelligence, expect the new MacBook Pro to handle complex tasks like voice-to-text, live translation, smart content recognition, and contextual auto-suggestions directly on the device, with no need to ping the cloud. This opens the door for faster, more private AI features that work instantly and locally. Users can expect AI-powered editing in Final Cut Pro, automatic summarization in productivity apps, and even smarter Spotlight search results. In a world increasingly driven by machine learning, this bump in AI horsepower is not just convenient, it's necessary. And of course, none of it matters if the battery can't keep up. But if leaks are accurate, the M5 MacBook Pro could be the most battery-efficient MacBook Pro ever made. Apple is aiming for up to 24 hours of real-world usage, thanks to the efficiency of the 3nm process and software-level optimizations in macOS 15. That's a full day and night of work, meetings, travel, and creation without reaching for the charger. Even under load, Apple's thermal system and intelligent power management are expected to maintain smooth performance without a drop in battery longevity. It's this kind of refinement that separates Apple's approach from the rest of the industry. Power that doesn't demand compromise. What about the display? There's been much talk about Apple moving to OLED for the MacBook Pro, but most recent supply chain reports point to 2026 for the OLED transition. Instead, the M5 MacBook Pro will likely retain the current Mini-LED Liquid Retina XDR displays. That's not a disappointment, though. Apple's Mini-LED panels remain some of the best on any laptop, with exceptional brightness, color precision, and contrast. Creative professionals will still benefit from deep blacks, HDR support, and class-leading brightness levels for color grading, photography, and immersive content playback. Until OLED arrives, this display tech still holds its ground, and then some. Connectivity is another area where Apple is expected to push forward. Wi-Fi 7 could make its debut, offering higher bandwidth, lower latency, and better network efficiency. Ideal for professionals who work in highly connected environments. Thunderbolt 5 ports are also likely to appear, delivering next-gen bandwidth speeds for external storage, 8K monitors, and high-performance accessories. For users building complex workstations with docks, displays, and GPUs, this will mean better responsiveness and reduced bottlenecks. The MacBook Pro has always been seen as a premium productivity hub, and these upgrades will make it feel like one. One thing Apple seems unlikely to change drastically is pricing. The base 14-inch M5 MacBook Pro is expected to start around the same $1,599 mark as the M4, maintaining continuity in the lineup. However, if Apple introduces exclusive variants with OLED displays or new chassis designs, pricing for those configurations could climb into the $1,799 or even $1,999 range. Still, given the performance improvements, battery gains, and AI-forward approach, this would be money well spent for professionals looking for a long-term tool. Those who buy the M5 MacBook Pro are likely to hold onto it for several years without worrying about performance obsolescence. So where does this leave the current M4 MacBook Pro? For many users, it's still an outstanding machine. The M4 chip offers a very high ceiling in terms of daily productivity and creative tasks. However, users working in advanced AI development, 3D animation, complex coding environments, or any field where high-performance multitasking is essential may find the M5 offers meaningful advantages. There's also the future-proofing factor. As macOS continues to evolve and applications become more reliant on machine learning and local AI inference, having the latest neural engine and GPU cores will make a noticeable difference over time. It's clear that Apple is using this release cycle to solidify its vision for the MacBook Pro, not as a simple laptop, but as a powerful creative studio in a slim metal shell. Every internal upgrade in the M5 seems designed not to impress on spec sheets, but to deliver real-world enhancements to how people work. For those wondering whether Apple's slowing down innovation on the Mac side, this release should silence those doubts. The M5 MacBook Pro may not introduce a flashy redesign, but it's poised to make the biggest functional leap in years. In a world increasingly reliant on intelligent computing, portability, and creative agility, Apple's latest MacBook Pro looks ready to lead the charge. It blends refinement with raw power and familiarity with futuristic AI enhancements, creating what might be the most balanced and powerful MacBook Pro Apple has ever made. As fall approaches and the official unveiling nears, the M5 MacBook Pro is positioned to be the next must-have device for professionals, developers, and creators alike. Expect more concrete announcements during Apple's late 2025 event, where the M5 lineup will likely take center stage. Whether you're upgrading from an Intel model, holding on to an M1, or even using an M4, the M5 MacBook Pro offers enough meaningful upgrades to make it a compelling consideration. The laptop world didn't see this coming, but once it arrives, it's going to be hard to ignore.